Good morning, MCM Comic-Con. We are live on the MCM Buzz live stage. That's what we do here. I'm super excited. If you are a fan of Under the Dome, hustle over to the MCM Buzz live stage because I have two stars of Under the Dome sitting with me. Colin Ford, Alex Koch, welcome.
Good morning.
What's going on? Good morning.
I'm so excited to have you guys here. Under the Dome, although it has left us.
Yes, the dome is gone.
The dome is gone. It is still a fan favorite series.
Yeah.
People are crazy about it.
The dome in itself is a character. I mean,
Why do you think it is that it's continuing to live on?
I think it's kind of like, it's part of the, Stephen King universe, and it's always, people have a big following towards his work and anything that has his name on it. So I think that's why fans are really attracted to it. And I think especially this season, some countries are seeing it, how it's all wrapping up. And we didn't know, going into by the end of season 3, whether we're going to get canceled or not. But then, I thought season 3 was a cool year just in terms of the stuff that we did, in terms of this kind of invasion of the body snatchers type of thing.
Yeah.
no, absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that Stephen King's work kind of stays timeless as it is.
Yeah.
And our story can kind of stay alive because people can pick up his book at any point in time or watch our show at any point in time, even though it's now done.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you guys find out that it wasn't coming back?
I was at home and I got a call from our executive producer, Neil, and we just had a heart-to-heart, and I was like, thank you for giving me this opportunity, because it was my first big job, and I was like, I don't know, we just got a little, depressed together, and we're like, yeah, it's gone, and he was like, well, they love the ending so much that they don't want to bring us back.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Well, Neil called me, and I had a similar phone call with him, but I just expressed to him, how much I enjoyed being a part of Under the Dome, and how I couldn't wait to possibly work together again on something else. So
Yeah. So you're well known in the nerd universe. I know their Supernatural fans are crazy about you. How fun is it to be part of 2 epic series?
Oh my gosh, so much fun. I mean, I always, when people come up to me at the signing area, I say, unless they are dressed accordingly, I'm like, oh, you're a Supernatural fan. Oh, you're an Under the Dome fan. And if I can't tell, I ask, so Supernatural, Under the Dome, what are your interests? Because I want to kind of chat with them of what they like.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, I love Supernatural. Oh, awesome, great. Blah, blah, blah. It's so cool to get to chat with the fans about what they enjoy, especially my role on Supernatural. I play a flashback of the main character, young Sam.
Yeah.
And I only have a couple little scenes, and it seems to me kind of smaller work, but it's really, really big to them, and it's really, really cool to see that big response come out of a small couple 3 little scenes in just one episode. It's really, really cool to see the response and kind of get the following that Jared and Jensen have, because
you're young Sam.
yeah, it's
you're
cool.
essentially a Jared.
Right, I guess, yeah, and they like the way that I, mimic his mannerisms and whatnot. So I mean, yeah.
Did you have to work on looking like a moose? Was that part of the training?
What does it even mean?
He's a moose.
Oh, okay.
Everybody says that Jared
is a moose.
Is a moose.
Yeah, that's all it means. He's a moose.
Yeah, it's just I think that I had to grow the hair, the moose hair.
Yeah.
I had to keep the long, lion's mane growing.
Yeah. So this, Under the Dome is your first big project.
Yeah.
What do you got next that you can promote?
So it's been a crazy 72 hours. I just wrapped kind of this indie film with Lena Olin in San Jose, and I got on a flight Thursday morning, and then I got on a flight at 8 to come here. So it's been crazy, but it was a really fun film with her and Nathan Keys and oh God, I'm actually blanking on the guy's name because we didn't actually get to work together. But who plays the guy in Orphan Black, the brother? Do you know his name?
Oh yeah.
Anyone know his name?
It's Jared Jarvis.
Jared, yeah,
something like that.
Did you just make that up?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've interviewed him. I should know it.
Yeah.
Well, he's Felix, guys. He's Fee.
Yes. Yeah, but he's in the film too, and it's just about like modern day writers in the publishing world, and it's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I know there are Under the Dome fans here who may have questions.
Sure.
So before we take it to them, I want to know one thing about your character that you most relate to. Aside from that you've both experienced living under a dome.
I think that Joe's so technological and so scientific in everything that he does, and everything that he does for bringing down the dome or for the greater good of the people under the dome in Chester's Mill. I think that he kind of, I don't know, I'm losing my train of thought here. No, I think that Joe, even though he's so smart, that's not, I'm a smart kid and I did well in high school and whatnot, but I think that one thing that I really kind of related with Joe about is the need to finish a task and correctly before able to move on, or able to kind of, Joe cannot finish something half-ass, so
Yeah.
to speak, And-
Language.
Sorry. He cannot finish something, he can't, work halfway through something and leave it.
Yeah.
He has to finish something and see it through, and I think that's something that's really similar in myself.
Yeah.
I
Any
don't-
similarities with Junior?
I hope not. I would say, I don't know, he's pretty loyal. I like to think I'm a pretty
Okay.
loyal person, but not as much to a fault as Junior, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you tech savvy? You both tech savvy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Thought
That was
it
it?
was.
That
Yeah,
was
that was
it?
it. That was.
Okay,
There was no
okay.
follow-up to that. Do we have any questions from the Under the Dome fans? Questions? No? Yeah, we have a question. I knew there was a question.
What's your costume?
It's Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead.
I was him at Comic-Con in San Diego. I dressed
Nice.
up as him. Yeah. I had a crossbow too.
And the wings.
Nice. I didn't have that. I should have done that. Yeah.
My question is actually for you. Junior went through a lot of changes through the series, and his character and his personality changed quite a lot. Did you find that really challenging to portray?
Yeah, it's kind of like, you never know what's going to happen like later down the season, because they'll tell you one thing and then it'll change into another thing. Like I remember I showed up like in the first week and I'm like, so in the book, Junior has a brain tumor. I'm like, so about this brain tumor thing, like how are we going to approach it? And they're like, no, we're not gonna bring that into there. And then it like kept coming up in later seasons. They'll be like, yeah, it might come into it, and I don't know. You just kind of have to follow what's on the page and go with it and work around that and try to connect the dots in some way.
I want to talk about cosplay. You cosplayed?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have like a picture or anything, but I did. I was Daryl Dixon.
Have you ever
Comic-Con.
cosplayed?
I haven't, not for Comic-Con. I always dress up for Halloween, but never for Comic-Con.
Have you ever thought about it? You know who you could totally cosplay as?
Who?
Sam.
Oh yeah, that would be
I
good.
feel like you'd be really good at that.
Meta.
No, I have thought about it before. I don't know what I would do. There's so many cool costumes. I'm like always like, oh, I would do that. Oh, I would do that.
Yeah.
And never can land on anything.
Yeah.
What are the shows that you are binge watching now? Because I know you guys work really hard.
Yeah.
So you have to binge watch stuff.
I binge watched Orphan Black, and now I feel bad that I didn't know that guy's name. But yeah, I just started watching that right as we wrapped, and I like finished it by the time, like the first week off, since we got back. And what else? A little bit of American Horror Story.
All of it,
And-
like from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a
just
favorite
'cause it's
season?
Halloween. I like the first one.
The first season.
It's just fun and like Hitchcockian and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I did American Horror Story as well recently with my with Alex, not you, my other Alex.
Yeah.
And we loved it. The only one I didn't watch though was the Asylum one, and
Yeah.
that's because Asylums freak me out. That's not for me. But I did
I'm now fascinated by the idea that asylums freak you
They
out.
freak me out. No. I did Leverage. That was really cool. I
Oh.
loved that. That was really cool. Timothy Hutton was awesome. The whole cast was amazing.
One of my favorite shows, Leverage.
Yeah.
Are there any shows that are currently out there that you would want to be part of? that you watch and go, I really want to be
It would
in
be
this?
really cool to do I think a guest star role or something cool on American Horror Story.
Yeah.
That or Walking Dead.
You're a big
Would be
zombie
fun.
guy.
Yeah. Or Always Sunny.
Would you be a zombie?
Always
Would
Sunny
you be a
would
zombie on Walking Dead?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Someone was dressed up as Havoc from First Class X-Men.
Oh, awesome.
It was like a good costume. Yeah.
So we're at Comic-Con, which
Yeah.
has movies, TV, games, anime. Are you guys big gamers?
Yeah, I got an Xbox One last year, and I stopped playing video games kind of after, once I got into college, because I was like, I'm going to be too distracted. And then I recently bought an Xbox One, and I played Alien Isolation, which was kind of terrifying. And then what was the other one? Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm a big gamer, but I'm a big Call of Duty player. So I
Yeah,
follow
that
follow
too.
the Call of Duty series
Yeah.
pretty rigorously. And I also check out Halo when it comes out. I'm a really big fan of like Bungie games. I think they're cool.
Yeah. You guys, I know that you've been to this con before. Have you been here before?
No, not to this one.
What is your favorite Comic-Con that you've been to? And, I mean, aside from this one,
Well, this
obviously,
one, of
yeah.
course.
No,
Come
sorry.
on. Yeah.
That was a given, guys. This is clearly the best. But other than this, what's second favorite? And
Yeah.
where would you want to go to Comic-Con? Yeah, I asked.
This
the
one
tough
is my
questions,
favorite, of course.
obviously.
Actually, I do like this one a lot because it's so dedicated to the fans, and it's more, there's not as much like Hollywood involvement. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like a very different side
Yeah.
of, Comic-Con convention. So I like to see that. And then, what was the second part?
Where would you want to go to Comic-Con, regardless of
Where
if
would
they
I
have one
wanna
there?
go?
Really, where do you want to travel?
Oh yeah, that's just like I don't know, Hawaii or something.
Hawaii
I'd
Comic-Con.
love to do
Lost
one in
Con
Australia.
or something.
Australia.
would be very cool.
That'd be
Yeah.
so cool. So much
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys so much
Thank
for talking
you.
to us.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
us.
We had an amazing time. I know we
Yeah.
got some Under the Dome fans here who are really happy to see you. Thank you guys. And you're doing signings and photos today.
Yes.
So check your programs and find them.
Yes, come
And
see
we-
us.
Yeah, we will be live here on the MCM Buzz live stage all weekend long, Sunday, but we've got a full day of interviews. I'm your host, Yael. Stick around.